out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Clements. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They will let him throw here on the very first play. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job.
And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seminoles have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This will be a carry for Clements. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
We play to win. Let's go!
The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. 1st and 10, Florida. On the ground, here's Jennings. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Reddick sets to throw it. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there.
And he is in. Touchdown Gators. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Gators have jumped out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
A good return there, 17 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Gators about set to take over again on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah,
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So without Marcus Washington, Florida State is trailing at intermission.
Kid, just want to check in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
Hey, let's do it in the second half, baby. Come on.
Feel great.
Seriously, I feel like I played okay. We all made some mistakes as a team. I think everyone back there knows what we got to fix in the second half, though.
Yeah. And if we lose, you can always lift the team's spirits by cracking jokes on the ride home. Yeah? Good luck in the second half.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run with Cox, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll run now with Will Hoyt. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Cox. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On the carry, this is Will Hoyt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On the ground with Cox. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you get the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes? And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can...
And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seminoles have the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now Reddick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Gators now with a 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll give it to Jennings. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Reddick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here we go, here we go.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Seminoles offense has not missed a beat in this one. They're almost certainly headed for the national title game as they start here on this drive, 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run now with Brongham. So we got 3 and 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Flushed out right, and he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check back, check back.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seminoles offense has not missed a beat in this one. They're almost certainly headed for the national title game as they start here on this drive, 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So behind a victory in the first college start for their unheralded senior quarterback, the Florida State Seminoles are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah,